Hey guys, it's Brandy. I just wanted to hop on and do a quick share. I got a few things from Hobby Lobby last week that I wanted to share. I was running out of envelopes and plastic sleeves to protect my cards with. So I decided to check out Hobby Lobby to see, because we were already in the Fort Wayne area, so I thought I would see if they were cheaper than ordering them off Amazon, because typically I order my envelopes off Amazon. And Hobby Lobby had their Paper Studios 40% off, so it did make them cheaper than Amazon. So I grabbed two of the craft ones. So, and normally these are like 10 bucks on Amazon. I think it's for 100 of them. So for $7.50 and then 40% off, it did make it cheaper. So I grabbed two of the craft. And then I grabbed two of the white, and again, this is $8.50, so it's $1 more for the white than the craft. And then they were 40% off, so it made it cheaper because Amazon had them for $10. So, and then I did pick up these, but actually it's cheaper on Amazon. But I've used some of them already, and they do work well. So if you're in a pinch and you need them now, and Hobby Lobby's nearby. These card storage bags for 99 cents. There's 20 pieces. They work great. And again, these are not on sale because they do not have Paper Studio on them. Even though they are Hobby Lobby brand and Paper Studio is Hobby Lobby brand, they don't have the Paper Studio on it because they gyp you on that. They take their Paper Studio brand off certain things so that it doesn't go on sale. So, it's cheaper to order, I think, 200 of them on Amazon, and I think it's like $6.50. So, and if you were to get 200 of these, it would be like $10. So, it's cheaper on Amazon. And then while I was there, I also picked up two of these. I'm going to start my December daily early. At least that's my plan. I'm planning on having it done before we start school back. That way it's prepped and ready to go. That way I am not rushed at the very end to do it. And then I'm thinking about making another one to possibly sell. Because I have some craft bazaars coming up that I'm going to be in. That I'm going to be selling some of the Christmas stuff. So I've already started my Christmas cards. I know, I said the C word. I am so sorry. But, I mean, it is July, and I am prepping ahead because I am selling at the farmer's market till the end of October. I have a craft bazaar in December, beginning of December, so I'm going to have a bunch of Christmas cards for that. I might have another one in November, so I need to make sure I'm prepped for that. And then I just sent out an email to a lady about one in October. So, and it's a craft bazaar or whatever, so I thought I would have Christmas cards there as well. I know it's October, but people prep ahead and maybe plan ahead and buy some stuff then. So, I don't know. We'll see how much all that is and if I'll even do it. But, I need to ramp up my Christmas cards. So I'm going to share some Christmas cards I made and then also share some scrapbook layouts that I did because I finally scrapbooked. These photos are from 2023, but I scrapbooked. I think 2023 is the last time I've printed pictures. I don't think I've printed pictures. No, I haven't printed any pictures from the last year or so. So I've only printed out some from 2023. And see, I keep a list next to my area of ones that I've printed. I print by month. So that's how I keep track of how I print my pictures for my scrapbooking. So yeah, again, this is $6.99 and 40% off. So I figured I might make one for to sell as well. So yeah, all right. So enough with the selling, or buying, I should say. My Christmas cards that I made. I've been working on them. I got like a whole bunch of Christmas stuff out. I have all of my Christmas totes underneath here. I'll share. So all of my Christmas. I have way too much Christmas. But yeah, that's all my Christmas stuff. It's not everything, but it is most of my stuff. So yeah, I figure I scrapbook a lot more at Christmas time. I make my December daily. I make more Christmas cards. I send out more Christmas cards myself. And we do a lot more stuff around the holidays, so I get a lot of Christmas stuff. And a lot of times that's when Hobby Lobby will do their clearances, like Christmas stuff. So I have my stamps and my dies for Christmas in a separate area. I have a ton of that stuff as well. I have come to the conclusion that I probably don't need any more Christmas stamps and dies. I have so much. I have a ton of Christmas washi. This isn't even all of it. I have Christmas die cuts out. I have some here. I have Christmas scraps over here so that I'm prepped and I can just put cards together. So, and Christmas ribbon, twine, stuff like that. So here's one card I made. They're already in plastic sleeves, so I am sorry if there is a glare. But I like to put them in plastic sleeves like soon after I make them. That way they're protected. That way if I touch them with ink or anything like that, it doesn't damage them. I'm also making winter cards. I used that floss type stuff. I have some in my stash and I kind of forget why I bought it. I think I must have seen someone use it on a card or something. I don't know. You know how you like buy things and you're like, oh, that is such a great idea, and then you buy the stuff and then you kind of forget what you bought it for? Yeah, that's the bad thing about crafting. But yeah, so I have a whole thing of twine, like the thread, I guess it's called. So I used that. I wrapped it around and I used double-sided tape on the back side so it holds the twine back there so it won't come out. Here I used some tags and some punched out trees. I used some stamped images that I already had stamped out and colored. I thought this was kind of quirky, naughty or nice, decisions with the cat, because, you know, cats can be mischievous. So I gotta make some with animals because I'm sure people have animals like dogs and cats and stuff, and plus they make them super cute. So this one says Don't Stop Believin'. It's got reindeer. This one, There's No Place Like Home. The Magic of Winter, and I use the doily on the background of this. So I try to make all of my cards different. I try not to make the same card twice. I try to make them unique. Every once in a while I might make the same type of card, but I try to make them different just because if it's handmade and stuff, I feel like they should be unique, like one of a kind. You're buying something that no one else has type thing. Could you remake it? Yeah, more than likely, but yeah. So again, I used double-sided tape along here and then put the ribbon on it and then wrapped it around the back side of the card base. The card front, I wrapped it around the back side and then glued it down onto the card base. That way it holds it into place. Same with this. I used twine right here on either side of this. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, I used some twine here. I need to break out some more. I'm pretty sure I have more in my closet out in the kitchen because, you know, I can't fit everything in here. It's a problem. So here I used washi tape, and I shared on my Instagram and on my Facebook page on how I did the washi tape. I like to wrap it around the back side of the card base. That way it stays in place. And then I glue the card base down onto the card, the actual card. That way it stays in place. Because you know how washi tape isn't like it's not permanent. It doesn't stay. It peels up and stuff like that. So yeah. And then here I used some thread here. Same with this. And then I used washi tape along this front here. Now this I got rid of. So I started cutting up this paper for me to make cards with, but it is glittered. And I have found that paper with like glitter on it it tends to be harder for me to glue stuff down onto for it to stick, because it's, I don't know, got a different texture to it, so my glue doesn't like to stay. I have to like I have to put it basically underneath my markers here to hold it in place and let it glue and get dry, because otherwise it'll just peel right back up. So I got rid of all my paper like that because I have so much Christmas stuff. I'm donating it, and it's like, I don't need it if it's just going to cause me a hassle. So I just got rid of it. I'm just going to donate it. And then I made this one as well. So those are my Christmas cards I made. I do have Halloween made. I made up some fall ones, which I think I shared in the last video. So I do have fall and some Halloween, but I think Christmas is going to be my big seller. So that is what I am focusing on right now on making. So that's the plan. So for scrapbook layouts, I did Disney on Ice. I scrapbooked that from 2023. So here's the first layout. I had a bunch, I have a whole tote, like an iris container, like I do my Christmas, only with Disney. Because I figure I will use it for Disney on Ice, and then one day in the future, I hope to go to Disney. But I'm broke, so I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford Disney. But I blocked out some faces because I wasn't sure if they were allowed to be on social media. So, but yeah, Disney on Ice was super fun. Every time they went up in the air like this, my palms would sweat. So right here, I put some ribbon on the back side, and I taped it with some tape on the back side. Oh, see, it's already coming up. So I'll have to retape it. But I think once it gets in the page, it'll be good. And then there's this. I used some Frozen stickers. I kind of raided my daughter's stash because she wasn't going to use them. So I kind of raided her stash of stickers because I knew she had Disney type stickers. And then here's Moana. I figure, so I started scrapbooking other photos, but I think what I'm going to focus on scrapbooking are like events, like things that we do versus everyday photos. I might do some everyday photos every once in a while, but it just gets to be too many scrapbooks, too many scrapbook pages, and I don't know if she's going to like be into that later in life. So if I were to scrapbook every picture, it would take too long, and I don't have enough room in my house for all the scrapbooks. Like, I have so many scrapbooks. I will share that here in a minute. Let me finish my last layout. But here's one that I did of random photos that I took of her. We take a ton of photos because we rep for the bows. We did rep for the necklaces, so I always took tons of photos of her wearing the necklaces and the bows for the rep group to rep them. It's a local company that we always get our bows from. They're all handmade and everything. So she's still repping for the bows, but I will share all of my scrapbooks. But this is why I do not have, I need to slow down on my scrapbooking, because I have all of those. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus all of those. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Plus I have more out in my living room. So, see, I got my house painted. It's a blue. I painted the hallway and my living room. But my living room, so I have this shelf out here. So I have, I don't know what I stopped at, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So I have all those. Plus I have the December dailies up here. Plus a little album I made my grandma. She passed away, so I kept this album out. I'm actually thinking about putting this stuff away into a cabinet because it's just collecting dust and it's not good on them. So, and then I have like photos up here. So yeah, see, I did my whole living room. I still have to decorate, but I got my painting done. Next up is my kitchen. I picked up the paint for my kitchen the other day, so I still have to paint my kitchen. But that's why I have decided, I've taken so many photos of this girl and so many photos of memories of ours and all that stuff, that I just need to focus on events and stuff versus everyday photos, because there are just so many scrapbooks. I mean, it's great, and I plan on hopefully digitizing them eventually. I have a handheld like wand thing that is a scanner, and I can scan them into like files on like a computer, and then maybe put them on an SD card, and then maybe put them in our safe. That way it's protected if there's ever a fire or anything. I don't have to worry about losing those memories, losing those layouts type thing. So that's just a plan in the future one day. Hopefully I can get it done. I mean, I feel like I'm busy all the time, and I set all these high goals and these things I want to do, and then I never end up doing them. So, but eventually that's the plan. So yeah, that's all I have to share. We're not that busy this week. We might go swimming. We might go to the zoo. It has been extremely hot here, so we haven't been outside as much. I've been trying to keep us active. But between my painting and trying to get Christmas cards done, and we went swimming last week. She wants to go swimming. I want to try to go swimming at least once a week. That is my goal for the rest of the summer. Plus she starts swimming classes here this next month, so she'll be going on Wednesdays as well for swimming. So yeah. Alrighty guys, well, that's all I have to share, and I will talk to you guys later. If you guys have any suggestions for me or anything that you would like to share, please share down below. I love hearing from you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys, have a wonderful crafty time.